Hello all, it's KenDog Games here, and welcome back to what is potentially going to be, well, it probably will be, the last episode of Call of Duty World War II playthrough. Now, I'm going to tell the truth or something. I did have, this is the second time I've attempted this recording. I did do a first one, but that one didn't go as well, so yeah, kind of corruption, blah blah blah, whatever. Long story short, so I'm basically doing it again, but at the end of the day, I reckon hopefully this time it'll go well. As I said, I'd just like to top off the thing, what's it called, the campaign at this point. I feel like it's, well, as I said, we're basically in the end game now. Not really much more else to say really, so let us jump in.
If Zussman's alive, he's across that bridge. We just gotta take it first.
Just gotta get past the cutscene.
The last bridge over the Rhine.
Didn't really want to have to give my intro while getting shot at.
We'll bust him open. Look, it's all or nothing. It's all been leading to this.
Kaboom. Alright. Alright, here we go.
Get to those trenches! Move!
Charge! Ow. Ow. One advantage though of doing this, I know a lot more. Oh, what amount of grenades? Where's Styles? Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to bottom out. I know there's a guy. It's going to be difficult because I know there's lots of guys hiding in the smoke. Like that guy, for example. Oh, it's going to be annoying.
Get to those trenches! Move!
Styles, need your help. Thank you, Styles.
Get your ass over here, Daniel!
On it!
Back to those AA guns!
Spraying, spraying. Oh.
Grenade out!
That was close.
Daniel, get to the AA gun!
Where? I don't see him.
Throw the grenade!
Can't see him, man.
Enemy troop!
Hans, behind the sandbag!
No! You gonna help me, Howard, or no? Howard, please, some help would be nice. Really? That's not helping, you're just shooting into a wall. Oh, did he get Oh, he actually... Okay, so Howard has wall hacks confirmed. Alright, then here we go.
Protect that bridge! Turn left! Got one! Keep firing! Nice, Daniel! Got one! Keep firing! 1 o'clock! Nice, Daniels! He's going down! You've got this, Daniels! Got one! Keep firing! 12 o'clock! Up top!
So many spookers.
They've sighted you, Daniels! Direct hit! 12 o'clock!
Uh-oh.
He's going down! Got him!
Uh-oh.
Alright! Our fly boys are here!
That's a relief.
They're gonna hit us with everything they got.
Not done yet.
Oh, what? What did I get stuck on? What did I get stuck on?
Not done yet.
What? What?
Not done yet.
Styles, get out of the way. Styles. Oh, yellow.
Need target and smoke yellow.
Eat that.
Could use them now.
Got you covered!
No. It wouldn't let me stand up! And why are you shooting me, a guy who's crawling in the shrubbery?
Not done yet. You two, on me.
Like, why are you actually shooting me, of all people? Why?
Point him out, Sergeant. Need target and smoke yellow.
I got one for you! Grenades and smoke, Daniel!
Grenade out. Pass him quick.
Got you covered!
Toss it out a grenade. Throw the grenade. Toss me that target and smoke.
Here, Daniel!
I'm fighting hard. No matrix left.
They're backing into the tunnel. Move, move, move.
Enemy spotted! They're coming out!
Everyone stand down. Stand down.
They're surrendering!
It's over. It's over.
The bridge is ours. Corporal Howard. I believe I owe you an apology. You owe me a hell of a lot more than that. Come on through. Just made history, fellas. Worst across the line. What you looking at, Fritz?
There are reports of POW camps in the area. Davis has ordered us to wait for authorization before conducting a sweep. But I guess you know what to do with Davis's orders.
Copy that, Sergeant.
All right.
proud our platoon held the first bridgehead on the Rhine. Now our convoy's rolling into the heart of Germany. They say war's as good as won. Not to me. Not while Zuss is out there. After leaving the bridge on our mission east, we searched camps along the way. I thought I knew what cruelty was. I didn't know anything. But one thing's for certain. What I saw will stay with me forever. Survivors said that the other POWs, including Zussman, had been taken to a smaller camp 3 hours east. All I could do was hope he somehow made it.
Last one. Looks more like a labor camp. Come on.
I get the feeling it's deserted.
It's still burning. They must have just left.
There's a barracks over there.
Daniels, you and Stiles check it out. Aiello, with me.
They wanted to hide whatever happened here. These were our guys.
Take out your camera. The world's gotta know. They had them living worse than animals. From the looks of it, they were beaten, starved, and worked to the bone.
Over here.
The Nazis had murdered our boys in cold blood, and no fire in hell could burn away the stain.
I'm guessing they made an example out of him.
They'd slaughtered the weakest, anyone that was slowing them down.
Daniels, over here. Daniels. Daniels, you gotta see this. Tracks lead to the fields. That's where they must have marched to.
And that's where we're going.
I wouldn't get your hopes up, Corporal.
I made a promise to Zussman.
We'll find him. I just can't guarantee we'll find him alive.
Sergeant, I'll take point.
Zussman!
Red! Red, take the shot!
Everything's coming full circle. All I'd done, all I wish I'd done. It's like my whole life is leading to this moment.
We need to head home, baby brother.
Paul!
You died right there in the snow. All because I couldn't. Damn it. I'm coming, Zussman. You're not gonna die, brother. Not now. Not today.
Suspect! Suspect! No!
Red, take the shot! Take the shot! Take the shot!
Is it over? You must be dreaming.
What'd they do?
Thought we were left behind. And I might die alone out here.
Drink some. Easy now.
Okay, come on, let's get on in. Into the Jeep, come on in. General.
You always looked out for me, Paul. And I reckon you did today. Because there's only one thing that keeps you going on that long march. And that's having your brothers beside you.
When history called, you answered. From all walks of life, you came to defend peace and freedom. I thank you, and the world thanks you. Wherever your path takes you, know this. You will always be amongst a brotherhood of heroes.
Well, this is it, fellas. Zussman wanted you to have it. And you'll need it more than me. You got a kiddo now.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Gentlemen. Queens! Your prodigal son returns!
You gonna be okay?
Gotta say bye to Zussman.
Sarge?
Going home, Sergeant?
I am home. What about you? You gonna re-up?
I've been away from Texas for a long time.
You take care, farm boy.
I will. When my son asks what I did, I'll tell him I fought with the first. And that crazy bastard Pearson.
Crazy ain't the half of it.
If you're ever in Chicago,
I'll get there.
oh, yeah, maybe I'll surprise you in Longview first.
You're welcome anytime.
You know, when they captured us, it wasn't just our freedom that they took. Even though we were together, and we were alone, looking for any way to survive. But you could have gone home a hero. Why'd you come back?
I saw that life. Just couldn't live it. To the end.
To the end.
The dream was different last night. This time we made it home. Together. I can still hear the wolves, Paul. Sometimes I still see them coming. But you showed me how to fight them. So this belongs to you. Because the sacrifice you made taught me that a hero will risk it all to save his brother. And you'll always be both to me.
And there we have it. That is COD World War II. I didn't really want to say much to any of those cut scenes in the final bit, really, because, well, as I said, it was it was a bit of a serious one, really. As I said, it's quite a serious topic talking about at the end. I'll give my thoughts on that and the game as a whole in just a moment. I'm just going to head back to the menu. Oh. After action reports. Ever since I could hold a rifle, I wanted to be like you, Paul. You showed me it's about fighting for your buddy next to you, and if you're lucky, surviving with your soul intact. As I said, there we have it. I didn't really want, as I said before, I didn't really want to talk because, what's it called, the seriousness of the game took quite a drastic tone towards the end, really. Like, I mean, I don't know, I don't really know what to say, really, when it comes to that. It just shows, I know there have been some criticisms about this game. Well, some of it regarding, well, a lot of it's the historical stuff, particularly some of the more darker aspects of the war felt, I don't know, suppressed. Not outright removed, but suppressed. I don't know, perhaps because I said, sure, we were seeing people getting killed, impaled, limbs blown off, all that kind of stuff, but as I said, walking through a labour camp like that, or concentration camp, whatever you call them, either way, it was just on a different level. Truly awful. I mean, at the end of the day, when I played the game for the first time, it shocks me. Sure, we've heard the stories. We've all been taught about what the Nazis did and the terrible atrocities they committed. And I know it's just a game. I want to emphasise that. I do know it's just a game, but to see a somewhat of a betrayal, as I said, it was quite shocking. And to think as well, that's only a game. I can't even begin to imagine, well, being there. Especially if you're a prisoner at the time, I can't even begin to imagine the horrible experiences they suffered. As I said, not just prisoners of war, but all kinds of different people that the, well, Nazis considered to be undesirables. They were treated as less than human. Truly awful. Well, I suppose I said that, but either way though, I suppose to a certain degree, I mean, with the game being criticised as being, I mean, to me, I can understand. I mean, it does feel a little bit romanticised compared to World at War, but to a certain degree, perhaps that makes the message at the end, the serious message they're trying to show you, it hits harder because you don't see it coming. Whereas World at War, I have played it, and you almost become a little bit numb towards it, really, towards as time goes on, just because, well, it's never ending. It's truly awful, and it was disturbing every single time something messed up happened. But as I said, you became numb to it just because of how much it happened. I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's about these creative decisions, isn't it? I suppose, as I said, with the darker aspects, as I said, we didn't really see anything like this kind of stuff until the very end, really, or the last few missions. I mean, another example would be the arc of racism between between Howard and Aiello. As I said, and I wanted to talk about it during the mission, but the problem was the mission was just a bit too fast-paced for me to give a proper talk about it without, well, doing it justice at least. And as I said, it's again, it's good that they showed it, just because unfortunately that, well, there's no denying it really. Unfortunately, what's it called? A lot of racism unfortunately did take place in the Second World War between white and black soldiers, with the whites in particular, well, with the whites being hostile to the black people. It's it's truly terrible, really. But I suppose at least one good thing that can come from it is a lot of things did begin to change after the war for the better. I mean, as I said, I've seen the documentaries of black soldiers and pilots talking about their experiences, and well, in the hearts and minds of many, it would seem, as I said, things really did start to change after the Second World War. As I said, work to this day still needs to be done to show a proper equal society for all. But to say that things haven't changed since then would be a lie. Things have changed so much. As I said though, and we can only continue to keep working together, all of us, to make a better tomorrow. We can always do better. Oh no, as I said again though, when it comes to the suppression, I don't know. When it comes to the suppression, what I mean by that is, as I said, they never really take it further than what we're shown. I mean, we're shown Aiello being racist to Howard, and that, as I said, they did that, but then they never really went with it really afterwards. They never really showed why Aiello had a change of heart at the end, because, as I said, we were shown that in the Battle of the Bulge mission, and then we're never really shown anything again after that, and then until the very end, at the end of the Rhine mission, when, well, they end up making up and shaking hands, and Aiello rightfully and respectfully apologises for his ways. As I said, they never really give a reason as to why he has such a change of heart, really. What's it called? I mean, the only really thing I can think of is, as I said, what happened in real life in some cases, where black and white soldiers fought together and they learned to respect each other, really. And I can only presume that's how it went, but it's never, if it did happen, it was never really shown on screen. I mean, as I said, I'm glad they at least did show some of the darker aspects at the end of the day or something. As unfortunate as it is, the whole point of history is to look at at history and to figure out what we did wrong and how to make sure it can't happen again. And as I said, it's good that these things are being talked about, but I feel like they just, I don't know, what's it called? They held back a little bit. They were, I don't know, maybe afraid to develop these things further. I don't know. It's a delicate one. Perhaps the politics of the time may have influenced, hence the I don't know, the suppression, if you will, of some of the more darker aspects of World War II. Because this game was made in 2017, and there was a lot of political tension around such things at the time. There still is, but today. But it was well, it was very raw in 2017, especially with the use of, well, the word, I don't know, Nazis and all that kind of stuff. I don't know, it's complicated. I'm not going to dive too much into that really, because I don't want to start talking, I don't know, shit or crap or whatever about something I probably can't understand properly. I'm not going to look too much into it. But if we go from a pure gameplay experience really, the game's pretty enjoyable, I will say. I just leave myself wondering how long it'll be before I play World War II again. If I play World War II again. I mean, as I said, it was about 2 years since I played it last. And now I've completed it. And I'm happy. I've had a fun experience. But, well, as I said, I don't know if I'll ever play World War II again, really. After this, or at least not for a very long time, for the foreseeable future, really. At least from the campaign perspective of it all. But oh well, at the end of the day, I'll just be interested to see how things turn out on that regard. Because I said, the campaign, the characters are pretty well developed, the dialogue is fun to watch, or something, all that kind of stuff, yeah. There's really not much else wrong with the game, really. It's by no means the best I've ever seen in the COD franchise, but it's an enjoyable game to play. Yeah, as I said, the only real issues, I suppose, is that when it came to talking about the more serious topics of World War II, they kind of, as I said, shied away a little bit, not really talking about them until very near the end of the game. But oh well, as I said, otherwise I'd say it's a pretty good game to play. There's only one other issue I can think of, and this one's a pretty mild one really, on a lighter note. That for whatever reason, when using the M1919 mounted machine gun or something, yeah, it glitches out you can aim down sights with it fine, but as soon as you start firing, it kind of, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but the sights junk off to the side or something. It doesn't feel right. It's not supposed to be like that. I know it's not, because I remember before that it works completely fine, and then I'm pretty sure what happened was they did one of the updates happened, and when the multiplayer was still receiving service, and yeah, I think the update might have broken the gun, which is annoying really, because I said overall it doesn't really affect gameplay. I mean, the M1919 itself was frustrating to use because you felt like you couldn't shoot with it properly, but otherwise it didn't affect the gameplay too much really, as long as you didn't use it, and it definitely didn't break the game really. That's the most important thing. In a more ideal future, I'd like to see that problem fixed, but considering the game was released 4 years ago, I'd say that's probably unlikely, especially with such a minor glitch. And even more notably, well, it seems that Activision these days seems to have problems fixing very large problems with their current products 4 years later. Cough Vanguard, cough Call of Duty Warzone. But nah, as I said, that's a rant for a different time really, or something. But as I said, overall I'd say the game is pretty good. It's only really those things, I suppose, that I've stated that I have issue with really, but in the greater scheme of things really, it's not too bad. I don't know. As I said, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to describe. Oh well, I suppose there's not very much else to say really otherwise though. So yeah, I might just call it here. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.